April, welcome to FrightFest. You're about to, debut your latest film on the IMAX screen. How are you feeling?
As the time ticks by, I get more and more nervous. It's very important for me that a FrightFest audience resonates with this film, likes it, gets something out of it. I have been to FrightFest once before, and the audience were incredible and very passionate. So I'm excited and scared.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character? Because she's quite a complex character that gets a lot thrown at her through the film.
Yeah, I think a lot happens to Helen in the first 5 minutes of the movie. None of which I can tell you because that would ruin the first 5 minutes of the movie. But bless her, she has experienced a lot. She knows herself, and I think that's what's really exciting about her. She doesn't mind not being likable when she's sticking to her guns, and I just think it's really exciting to see a female character at the centre of a horror film that isn't just disposable and doesn't run away when the baddie comes a knocking.
And also, she's a mother, and it's not the easiest journey into motherhood for her. How did you as an actor approach that?
I think as a 32-year-old woman, being a mother is something that I'm asked about very frequently, and I think even though I'm not a parent, having to deal with that question is quite difficult. So kind of drawing on the frustration of that, and also being thrown into a situation that Helen couldn't remember, kind of felt like quite a nice dichotomy of trying to dig into that, and also figure out for her whether she was harboring some postpartum depression, not being able to communicate or have a relationship with her child because she didn't know she had one. I just think there were lots of really interesting parts of that, and I hope that, even though I'm not a mother, the fact that I'm not perhaps helped that at the beginning of the film, because she's definitely not got a motherly instinct, let's put it that way.
I am a mother of a 2-year-old, and there was a lot of work that you've done there that does feel relatable, even to the best mother in the world. There are those instances that that really come across. So I guess you must have done like a lot of research, and read blogs and that. How was that?
I don't want to say to another mother that motherhood is horrific, but I do think in my research, my chats with my friends, there are lots of comparable elements where it's tough. It's the hardest job you'll ever have, and you do feel the sense of pressure all the time that you must be perfect. You're responsible for another human being, and you need to keep them alive in the early stages, and you also need to like them. And I think it's a universal experience that some mothers and parents struggle with some of those things.
And you get to share the screen with James Cosmo, among others. What's he like as a scene partner?
I have been blessed with the scene partners on this film. I had to raise my game. Literally, James Cosmo could come into a room, sit down, and do nothing, and it would be interesting. He's just such a charismatic and photogenic person, and I learned so much from all of them. I absolutely loved working with Robbie G. I felt like the two of us had such great chemistry in scenes, and it was just an absolute joy, having got through the total terror and the fact that I was, completely overwhelmed. Once I got through that, it was the most amazing thing ever.
And after the Kindred, where can people see you next?
I have a dark comedy coming out at the end of the year, I think October time, called Sideshow, which is me and Les Dennis having a lot of fun. And I also have a podcast called Are You Michelle from Skins, which is on its second series now, and I'm really enjoying having conversations with people who may be known for one specific character or a time in their lives, and it's like therapy for me, because I'm hoping something like the Kindred will show people that I'm more than Michelle from Skins.
Well, best of luck with the screening. I'm sure they're going to love it.
Thank you so much. Thanks.